gentlemen. This is my breakdown of the second half. I'm not doing this like I did with the guys in the first half. This is a group of players that are not used to playing with one another. They haven't had enough time together. There's a huge amount of defensive errors. We're not going to go into too much of that. I'm going to pick out a couple of things here and there, and that's it. And I'm not always going to do diagrams on the screen. Um, we're just going to go through a bunch of highlights. This will take about 15, maybe 20 minutes. And really, everybody who's part of this does need to watch. There's some promising stuff here, but there's also some horrendous stuff. And when I say horrendous, I mean people simply not putting in the effort for their teammates, which it's not acceptable. Somebody wants to do something just for themselves, go play golf, go play tennis. If you want to play a team sport, commit to your team. Also, when we're playing friendlies and we've got rolling subs, there's no unfitness excuse. So you let us know before the match and you say, listen, I can do 10 minutes and I'll put my full effort in for 10 minutes. And then we sub you off after 10 minutes, maybe put you on later on. Okay. So there's no, like, I had to save myself. It's not acceptable. All right. Let's have a look at the first highlight. Um, After being mostly stuck in your own half, we get a breakaway opportunity, and it's a good attack. Three attackers versus three defenders. Lovely position out here on the left hand side. Okay, fantastic space. But yes, one, two, three, and three defenders. Um, but we're missing most of the team. If you look over on the right hand side of the screen, we've got people walking. Okay, somebody jogging lightly over there. This is an attack. I've got a midfielder here. The other midfielder should be here. The left back should be here. Center back, center back. All right. Maybe if the center backs were over here, it would still be acceptable because you'd still be approximately one third of the field. You know, you'd be closest together. The left back and the right back, I could also understand them if they've just been in a defensive action, being a little bit behind play. But everybody being AWOL here is inexcusable. Absolutely inexcusable. This is a team game. You've got to support your teammates when they're on the attack. Okay? Um, all right, let's play ahead. So, whereas the pass wasn't particularly skillful, um, the choice was correct. Okay? But now the person who's striking should realize that they're offside. Okay, the person who's in that central striking position should realize that they're offside and bring themselves back. The correct pass, ideally, for this person would be to the person on the far post. I think when they get to the ball, that's blocked off by this defender. However, if we had all these support players over here, there'd be options. But of course, there aren't options. So he goes for the only one really available to him, and he ends up putting it in behind. Okay, so the midfielder, because there's no other support, could have tried to take up a position in the middle over here. Um, but the other option that this player had was perhaps because they were being shut down so harshly over here, they could have taken one touch and then put in the far side attacker. Okay, but not a lot of options on the table. And yeah, it was definitely offside. No complaining over there. All right. Next up, we have a goalkeeping choice that we should never do. Okay, never ever pass to a central defender in front of the goal when there's pressure, when there's players around. We'll work on goalkeeping distribution during the week, but that's a bad choice. And you go wide, you put the ball upfield, but yeah, not there. Okay. Now this one, the defense, I'm just gonna pause here for a second. I don't think I've done any graphics or anything on this one, um, but this is insane. Okay, this gap over here, don't want it. We've got we've got plenty of players here. Okay, this person should be in this space. This person seems to be facing away from play and walking upfield. Maybe having a conversation. I don't know. Maybe having a conversation over here. Don't know what this person's doing while the ball's in play. All right. There's meant to be a midfielder in this space, a defender over there. For preference, since we just lost the ball, okay, there actually should be two midfielders over here. All right. Um, this, I mean, see this. There's three players there. Well, what are they doing? At least one person's realized. Okay, I'm way out of position. But you're two players right next to each other here. There's no big threat. I don't know what's going on there at all. Again, I don't know what's happening here and here. I mean, that's just insane. Now this tackle this bug in. Very lucky to get a free kick, guys. That was a penalty. All right, his one foot is still in the box when the penalty happens, when the tackle happens, and the person doing the tackle is fully in the box. So yeah, really lucky. Okay, now here, now I'm angry. Okay, now I'm angry. So if I am a team player and I see somebody grafting to try and affect play, I support that person. Okay? You can't be a team when you see, look at all of you, see this person grafting, willing to put in the effort. If you want to be a team, you assume your player wins that situation. You assume they win. Otherwise, why are they putting effort in? If if you have a team where it's allowed for people to be lazy while a few people work, eventually everybody will be lazy. And it just it boggles my mind. I'm sorry, I'm almost never at a loss for words. I mean, walking. The other player stopped completely. This player has been giving up. Was doing the right thing, gave up a little bit. Okay? Should be over here. All right? Making this person panic about which way he can turn. Imagine if you had two players on him. Only way is to go back to goal and then you pressure that goalkeeper. That was not a good goalkeeper. Okay? Still walking. Actually in an option position at the moment, but perhaps could be a little bit deeper considering where the ball is. And still working, still pressing. Okay? Finally, somebody comes who's actually decided, holy cow, somebody's doing some work. I better get up there and support. But this person should be here. You should be here on this person. There should be proper pressure. If these people are in position and the rest of the field has moved up, the opposition's in trouble. When I see attackers putting in this level of effort to press the ball, all right, and the rest of the team not following up, it makes me absolutely crazy. Okay, it's good aggressive tackle, really good aggressive tackle, which gives us this opportunity. Nice little interplay. All right, we get the ball through, and that should have been a goal. All right, that was some nice attacking play. Okay, really nice to watch attacking play. Over here. So what you were managing to do as the half went on. Good news is you got a little bit more cohesive. At the beginning of the game, you guys weren't used to playing together. It wasn't great, but here you get a couple of second balls, and you put the ball, the through ball early. I liked it. It's the kind of thing you've got to do if you want to be able to win a game. Okay, this is your goal, and it is a very much a cautionary tale about showing off. This gentleman over here is an idiot who's about to gift us the ball. All right, they're comfortable. Our defense has had a rough time and isn't coordinated simply because they haven't trained together yet, and uh, and so he's going to muck about and demonstrate to everyone in our team why I never want to see you guys do anything like this. I mean, he wanted to show off and he got the pass wrong. All right. So we have a good run over here. We have a man who spotted the ball and intercepted. He's got a man on the far side doing a run. This gentleman over here is supporting play. Um, our left-sided attacker needs to run harder than what you will see. At every point, they should be further up the field than they are. At the moment, they're in exactly the right position. Just so you're aware, this is not wrong. I don't mean that they're meant to be there. Right now, they just need to bolt upfield because the opposition defense is deep. Okay, so there's lots of space to run into. If they were bolting up there as the ball drives in, that through ball on goal might even be available. All right, but instead there's jogging. Now, good pass choice. The obvious and easy looking pass is the one out to the right. Okay, where I've got in red, but the player is too close and the defender is ready for it. So if that ball is played, the defender gets there, pushes out wide. Um, this was not entirely dissimilar to one of the very first highlights I ever did. The difference being in that highlight there was an overlapping fullback who picked up the ball after it was intercepted by the defender. In this particular case, the slightly more difficult pass because of body position and because you need to have the awareness is this pass over here that the player actually does. So I can't make out who it is who's on the ball, but this particular little piece of choice is one of the best moments of the game. And this player should be here by now. Okay, should have been bolting upfield, should be right near here. Should be making, I mean, look how bad this defense is. Two men over there and a man all the way down there. All this space behind here is crazy. Okay, it's absolutely crazy. You should have been scoring goals for fun against these guys. Okay, so that play happens. So again, player should be here. So if that was a great pass choice, the decision to one touch this in behind is right up there. In fact, maybe that's a little bit of even a better decision than the one that was made over here. So the pass decision was good, but this is good technique and this is great decision making. And in the end, a nice finish. Okay. So, the reason why you're running upfield wasn't just to provide an option. If you had been bolting upfield, whoever this is, you would now be here. If the shot went wrong, fingertip save, the ball's going to come out into this area over here, more than likely. You follow up and you get the goal. Everyone is jogging a little slowly now. When you've got a person through on goal, you need to be there for the second ball. You need to move a little bit more, a little bit faster. I recognize this is now 27 minutes into the game, so this might be the excuse of legs. I get that. But based on some of the stuff from earlier in the game, I'm not so sure it's legs. And a nicely taken goal. Very, very nicely taken goal. All right, last highlight to go through. So, reason I brought this one in is this is the only time you guys managed to successfully get the ball from your defense into the opposition box ready for a shot. And for that, you should be congratulated. It was fairly simple. The other side was tired too, but you guys, the fitness isn't there yet. So congratulations. That really, really was worthwhile. Let's go again. Okay, we had the ball all the way there in our defense, played around them, a lovely through ball. Player runs onto it, but of course, just want to point something out because because there we go. Um, here. So the ball over there to a player running onto it. There's your goal. You've got a man on you and you're running with the ball. Okay, that ball through, man running onto it, goal. Or even small cross. But I would like to say, well done, this player, left-sided attacker, is on it this time. Okay. Just about to take a shot. All I would say is, could be a bit narrower. And this man, if he had been following up behind, he gets a goal. If anybody here had been following up behind, who turned their back and decided to go the opposite direction? There we go. If you had followed up, there you go. There's a goal for you. Okay, but you'd already turned your back and were walking away. All right, you could follow through. That's it, guys. That's everything. Nobody needs to feel bad about the mistakes in this video. All right, nobody needs to feel bad about making the wrong decisions. But especially earlier on in the game, people should feel bad about not supporting their teammates. Okay, that is unacceptable. Have a good night, good day, whatever time it is you're watching this.